Ukraine says, yes, they did strike the key bridge connecting Russia to Crimea. They struck with underwater explosives. The attack came 48 hours after Ukraine's drone strike on air bases deep inside Russia. Senator Steve Daines, Republican from Montana, joins me now. Mr. Senator, how does the drone attack and the destruction of the bridge change the conflict in Ukraine or change the peace talks?
Well, it's completely changed the dynamic of the situation because the Russians understand one thing, and that's force. But it's remarkable what the Ukrainians pulled off. You think about these drones. Each of them cost maybe $500 to $5,000, and these drone attacks destroyed $7 billion worth of Soviet aircraft. Now, these are airplanes that are bombers. These are part of the nuclear lift. So we've knocked out approximately about a third of their bombers. So it's truly a game changer. It also illustrates where modern warfare is today in terms of we've got to think differently as it relates to the impact that drones have on the battlefield.
You could see something like that. I mean, it's a threat to America. If somebody smuggled in drones, launched them from inside America to attack American military bases inside America, that's a threat, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a soft underbelly of America, of these possible drone attacks. It's also why President Trump is exactly right. I think about his Golden Dome strategy. We've got to find the latest and best technology and a vision here how to protect the homeland. And credit to President Trump. I mean, some in the media poo-pooed his plan, but this is exactly the kind of thinking we need to protect our children and grandchildren.
Elon Musk is calling President Trump's spending bill a disgusting abomination. Okay, here's what Senate Majority Leader Thune said about that.
We obviously respect everything that Elon did with Doge. On this particular issue, we have a difference of opinion. All the modeling that we've seen suggests that the changes that are being made in the tax policy, particularly making permanent bonus depreciation, interest deductibility, R&D expensing, are going to lead to significant growth. My hope is that as he has an opportunity to further assess what this bill actually does, that he'll come to a different conclusion.
Senator, will Musk's very harsh criticism delay passage of the bill in the Senate?
Well, look, I'm a big fan of Elon Musk. What a great patriot, what a great entrepreneur, one of the geniuses of this economy. But look, failure is not an option. We must pass this bill. We face a $4.5 trillion tax increase if we don't. But as Leader Thune just pointed out, this is about growth. It's also about competitiveness and innovation. There's provisions in this bill that we're fighting for right now to have permanence in capital expensing as well as R&D expensing. You've got to incentivize investment, make capital expensing permanent. You want to incentivize research and development, make R&D expensing permanent. That's key as we think about global competitiveness and beating China long term, to be investing in R&D. So these are provisions we're going to the White House this afternoon and talk with President Trump about. We need permanence so the business community has certainty in their investments as we're playing not just the short game, but also the long haul here in terms of winning globally.
Last one, Mr. Senator. FBI Director Kash Patel, he's sounding the alarm after 2 Chinese nationals were charged with smuggling a dangerous biological pathogen into the United States. He said, and I'm quoting now, "The Chinese Communist Party continues to deploy operatives and researchers to infiltrate our institutions and target our food supply." Senator, should we restrict entry into America of all Chinese nationals and all Chinese students going to American universities?
Look, this is a chilling development, and I speak on behalf of so many Americans who would be worried about really contaminating our food supply. This was a biological pathogen that the FBI discovered with these 2 Chinese nationals doing research at the University of Michigan. This, if we got into our food supply chain, coming from a state like Montana, which is one of our breadbasket states, we produce wheat, we produce barley. This fungus, this pathogen, would directly affect and destroy our crops. And can you imagine the Chinese with some kind of a plot to undermine the United States by going after our food supply? So I think this has got everybody on heightened alert. Credit to the FBI for uncovering this plot and stopping this before it became much larger.
Just so long as patriotic Chinese Americans born here, living here. They're not discriminated against because of the activities of the Chinese Communist Party. I think we've got to watch out for that. Senator Steve Daines, thank you very much for being here, sir. Always appreciate it.